Alright, we are here to talk about the last film. And I'm going to talk about the Requiem for a Vampire. The last one out of these at least these 4 films I've watched. These 4 vampire films. There'll definitely be more. I will be owning more. For now, the last one discussing. This one is, well, it's almost porn. It's a fine line between eroticism and porn, and this one, the line, that's mostly porn. Yeah, without the actual touching of the bits, but I mean, it gets awful close. I saw a little bit of trivia that was like the director was just like, I kind of wrote this and just kind of made up a bunch of scenes, and I kind of put it together as like film, and I'm like, that kind of makes sense. These ladies start off like in a car, shooting at someone with this other guy who's a driver, but they're clowns for some reason. Why? Doesn't make any sense. Never picked up on clowns doing a chase, because as you do. It is. As you do. About the car. Then they just kind of change them entering the vampire's lair. They do get chased by a vampire. They do some questionable things. He's basically, yeah, he kind of girls just going on a lamb, just doing crimes as they want to do. Yeah, there's so many scenes where I'm just like, this makes so much sense that the director went, I've created a bunch of random scenes. Anyway, let me put these puzzle pieces together as an actual film. That makes so much sense. This film makes no. I mean, it's hot, but it also makes. This is a film you cannot watch. Yeah, it's like, well, a lot of times I'm like, yeah, just watch it with friends. This one I'm just like, so much stuff where I'm just like, that's just porn. Yeah, it is the most soft core of porn, but still, that's porn, basically. There's a lot of time spent in a dungeon, and I'm just like, that just keeps on going. It just keeps on going for minutes upon end. Like, there's no story. This is just like a good about 10 minutes of just fucking. I'm just like, this seems a little. Even for my taste, I'm just like, this seems like we're just not even doing story right now. We're just doing porn. And yeah, basically, what this film is. Good porn. I mean, it's entertaining. There's a lot of titties. I can't deny. There's no full frontal, which is the Yeah, sometimes you just can't frontal. Like, come on. Make sure there's something for everyone. Make sure. And not everyone likes the female form. Sometimes there are people like the male form. You will be an equal opportunities pervert. I always say. Be an equal opportunities pervert. Equal opportunities pervert was also my name back in college. I don't. Yeah, this one. You have like an old vampire who's there, kind of not really in the film. He only shows up like very briefly, like the guy who's on the cover. He almost shows up very briefly as like kind of leader, but then not really. Was not the leader? I don't know. I said this. Weird. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. It's definitely not as good as some of the others. If you like looking at boobies, this film is amazing. But if you know what actually exists on the internet, then you're probably good. You're not spending money on a 4K Blu-ray. You know. I'll look at boobies from 55 years ago. Two females. The other cover. I like this one. Pretty badass. I kind of wish it was more of this. Two kind of badass women on the run. They kind of just fumble into stuff. There is a whole scene where one of them is just getting covered in dirt as she fell into a grave. And it is kind of almost unrelated to the film. I'm just like, what is the point in this scene? It goes on for ages. What is this point? What is this point scene while ago? Why? I will never know. Film doesn't answer that question. Like I said, well, the director was just like, here's disjointed stuff. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Film is disjointed. I can't really recommend it unless you know you're not going to have an internet. Basically, why I'm like, well, that's why I'd recommend it. This is your only option. Do worse. Is it bad? It's just a weird mishmash of scenes and sex. There we go. That's my summary of the film. It's a weird mishmash of scenes and sex. That's basically it. I can't really sum it up any better than that. Yeah, that's it. Right, I'm gonna sign off. I've had enough for tonight. I'm going to bed off this. It's almost midnight. For some reason I decided to do these reviews, all 4 of them for these films, right before midnight. Because I'm a madman. Yeah, I will sign off and say, live long and prosper. We'll see you next time for, I think, Evil Dead Rise and Alien Romulus. I think those will be 2 cool films to watch that continue on from where I did Aliens previously and also Evil Dead previously. Been on my list for a while. Which one do I watch first? I'm not sure. Find out. Now I say, farewell.